like a moth to a flame. Oh, some things never change, never change. You'll break your back to make me feel again. Suffocate to make me breathe again. Lose your mind from endless pain. Some things never change, never change. Oh, redemption. If we are one grain of sand in the middle of the ocean, can you try to understand how a touch can cause explosions? Rise up. Way too great to be landed. Rise up. Way too great to be standing.
They ain't never gonna stop us, fly at 'em like choppers, better cook those risks, cold blood on my fists, we fire starters, one out of a million will reach those heights, always in a feeling that I won't deny that work, never could toss, look in my eyes, I'm on the rocks, guys.
Well, hello, welcome back to the second stream of today. We're doing the Faun Drome Classic, a one-day race. Another Pro Tour race, of course, waiting for this PCM to stop crashing. You're right, it does look flat, but it doesn't look like a flat finish. You are absolutely correct. A bit more of a hilly finish, to be fair. The profile on the thumbnail is the profile of the actual race. Let's wait for my game to finish crashing before we get into it for obvious reasons. Come on. There we go. Mod checking failed because, you know, we're using the SimGame DB. Once again, I will show you the settings we have. We have normal settings, 1 times frequency of falls, 1 times money coefficient, 5 times race day condition. We're heading now to, is it a 1 Pro? It is a 1 Pro. Faun Drome Classic, and we'll just quickly check. I'm pretty sure it's the 2022 route. It is indeed 2016, 2021, there we go, 2022. The race does say flat, but if we look at other editions of the race, it's hill. I guess it's just because the designer did not put those little hill segments in the race. We've got our start list here, we're all ready to go. We'll just quickly go through the riders who are here. Arkea B&B, they have sent Quintin Patcher as their leader. BT Cycling, love the jersey, great team from Romania. Yep, Mark Sorrell is their leader. They haven't really got a puncher there, they've got a lot of sprinters here. Perhaps they're hoping it all comes back together in the end. Bahrain Victorious have Phil Bauhaus as a big sprinter. Mayhofer, I'm guessing, must be one of their punchy leaders. Borohandro, Andreas Kron, and Lawrence Rex. We saw Lawrence Rex very, very good in that last Tour of Taiwan, animating the stages quite well. China Glory here without a Chinese rider. I think that's probably... They're probably going to get a fine from China for that. There's probably some rule against that. But otherwise, they're doing well. They've got Gaggioli, Rommel. They've got some very, very strong punchers here, of course. Omar Goldstein, once again, who was last year in Mapai GB. Decathlon AG2 La Mondiale squad. Classic jersey. Love this colour jersey compared to what they have now. They've got, of course, Benit Kosnev, who must be one of the favourites for the race. Dimension Data, Brady, and none other than Biniam Gurmai. He must be one of the other favourites for the race. Tez Fazion could almost be a favourite in his own right there. The African squad. GW Urko Shimano sending Yodi Mayus and Myrel Schmid. Must be co-leaders for their team. HTC Columbia have Michael Valdrin. He's not looking too bad after spending a year with the development squad. Pretty decent squad there. Kubata Sake with Alex Aramburu. Hopefully he's feeling a bit better after his crash in the Tour of Taiwan. Liquogas, Nikias Arndt for the sprinty punchy finish. Lotto Destiny have Maxim Van Gils. That's definitely more of a hilly rider. He should hopefully... He's got nice acceleration there. Possibly a long range attack. Mapai GB have Corbin Strong. Hopefully he doesn't lose 9 minutes like he did on the last stage. Guillaume Boivin is a key domestic there. Michelin Premier Tech bring in Polish rider Kamil Maliki. He is a strong rider. Netherlands Lottery, Oscar Onley. He's definitely one of the favourites. Oh, they've got a nice strong squad once again. Red Bull KTM, I have to say, beautiful jersey. Love the contrast between the blue, the yellow, and the red. Oika Lescano. Look at those stats there. He's looking strong. It's going to be a very, very tough field this race. Seb got any colour, of course. The Portuguese team, they have a Portuguese rider with them. Axel Mariot looks to be gaining some points there. Team Sky, one Australian. The rest of them are British riders living with that British squad. Josh Tarling, Mark Cavendish hoping for a sprinter. They maybe more suit Luke Plapp or Ben Swift there. Pseudo Quickstep, Gianni Vermeesh. Pavel Bittner maybe. Shooter Pro Cycling, yes, but the Boist, Michael Gogol out of prison. And UAE Team Emirates, Wout van Aert. Well, Wout van Aert, big, is probably the biggest name in this race. Probably the big favourite then. Let's grab our simulation team and let's get into the race. I mean, the race is last classed as flat. We do see the sprinters listed here in this list. I guess sprinters with a little bit of hill. We see Biniam Girmay, Mayus, Bauhaus, Vermeesh, Zingel, Thyssen, Bittner, Asgreen, Eduardo Affini. What the hell? Maybe it's... who knows what they're saying. Anyway, let's get into this. So what's this? The Faun Drome Classic 2022, is it? Le Drome Classic was won by Jonas Vingegaard. It's a hilly race. Guillaume Martin in second, Benut Kosnefar in third, Ayuso in fourth, Alaphilippe, Vermois, Girmay, Odani, Barguil, and Bergadu. What a fucking brilliant race this is. PCM classes it as flat. There's quite a few hills. Well, this is gonna be interesting. But Jonas Vingegaard in 2022. Only 3 seconds ahead of Guillaume Martin though, so and Kosnefar 3 seconds back, so perhaps more of a punchy kind of Kosnefar kind of day. Anyway, here we are on the start line. Let's try and look at some of these beautiful jerseys. Let's get our rider out of the way. He starts from the start. Oh, look at that Red Bull. Man, I tell ya, that Red Bull jersey and those Red Bull arm warmers. Whew. Beautiful jersey. Absolutely stunning. Attila Volta, the Hungarian national champion for Team Red Bull KTM. There we have it, the first attack of the day. We do see a rider from China Glory finding themselves in the breakaway there. Oh, this BT Cycling. Yellow on the back and bluey yellow on the front. I like this jersey also. And Thijs Ertz for Mapai trying to get himself in the breakaway. Let's have a look what other fun jerseys we have. Classic AG2R, Classic Team Sky, Michelin Premier Tech, of course. More riders trying to get in the break. The only other national champion is Tez Fazion, the Eritrean national champion. Oh, there we are. Ryan Gibbons, the South African national champion. Oh, Dimension Data doing great national champs jerseys. Brilliant. Anyway, let's head back. Let's head up the road, see who's trying to get themselves in the break. Müller and Berg are trying to get themselves in the break. Peter Sagan is chasing down Camp from Netherlands Lottery. Thijs Ertz from Mapai GB. Harrison from BT Cycling. Van Tricht from Soudal Quickstep. Drisners from BT Cycling. Fronner from China Glory. Luzet from Arkea B&B. And Erzin from Liquigas. Not a super strong breakaway, but not super weak in their own regards. Let's take a quick look at the course while the riders sort themselves out. We can see quite a few hills here. It's really just a lot of hills again and again, a lot of small hills. Coming up towards the end, we have 3 reasonably sized climbs, fewer punchy climbs, and the finish is an absolute mountain sort of climb rather than a sprinty sort of climb. Let's increase the speed a little bit. We see Stoneham on the front. Alex Aramburu with the bad luck once again, puncturing this time near the start of the race. Hopefully Kubota Sake sends back some riders to help him. Front of breakaway alert, absolutely Muslave, absolutely. Fronter, and he's in the front breakaway so he doesn't have to chase too much. And he's taking turns at the front. Well done to him. Peloton still Peter Sagan and Araya of Team Dimension Data on the front. Aramburu is in the convoy and is now back in the Peloton, the Spanish national champion, having the least amount of luck in these last few races. Thijs Ertz, Harrison and Camp 40 seconds out from this front breakaway. Let's increase the simulation speed ever so slightly. And it's all come together at the front. 8 men out in front of the peloton, just under 4 minutes ahead. Milvic, the Croatian rider from Team Bahrain, victorious on the front. Quite a few teams contributing. We see Sky, Bahrain, Red Bull KTM, UAE, GW Urco Shimano, and Dimension Data. One of the first big climbs of the day, led up by Red Bull KTM. The question will be, right, it's classed as a flat stage with quite a few hills in it. What's going to happen to the sprinters? The sprinters like Mayus or Bauhaus. Will they be able to hang on? I mean, we saw Mayus hang on in that last race, the Tour de Taiwan. That is the real question of today. 5 minutes now the gap, 140 kilometers to go. Well done to BT Cycling, 2 riders in the break. China Glory with 1. Once again, Foreigner taking short turns. Not going to complain, they are a Conti team to remember. This is a Pro Tour race. We've got Pro Tour teams, World Tour teams, and of course a few Conti teams. China Glory, BT Cycling are the Conti teams. I think Sabgau's now Pro Tour. They are indeed. A little bit of messiness happening in the breakaway. A few riders not taking turns so smoothly. Saw Red Bull KTM driving the pace. It's not until we get to these bigger climbs we'll probably see the damage done. We are on times 2 still. That is why it's a bit like sloppy-starty with the simulation. Gap reducing ever so slightly, 4 minutes 30 down from 5 minutes. The breakaway won't be allowed to win today's stage unless we see some Mickey Mouse-ness happening later on. Thijs Ertz on the back of that breakaway. He is pretty shit when it comes to mountain and medium mountain, but he is a valuable member of our Mapai team. I guess everyone here is pretty similar actually in mountain and hill. Never mind. He might actually be one of the better riders in this breakaway. About to start another climb here. This one's looking a little bit tough. Go Mayus. Mayus has got some fans on the side of the road writing his name on the road. Jeez, look at these small little roads, man. You don't feel claustrophobic riding through them? I'd feel claustrophobic riding through them. Well, if I thought about it rather than suffering. Anyway, there's still next to no wind. Something's happened in the peloton. There's a fall by Teutenberg of Team HTC Columbia. Is HTC coming back for him? They're not, but he should make it. There's 90 kilometers to go. The train's not... Okay, there is a hill coming up. The train's not too tough. On the hill... Oh, look at it. They just ride straight into the back of them on that hill. 3 minutes is the gap. Peloton still being led by Red Bull KTM. This time Dolby on the front. Filippo Concha and Reese back now. They should get a bit more interesting later on. We've still got 2 short rises here. Quite tough percentage, though. We see 5% now over that short little rise. And according to this map, this is in a few K's time. There's that big black line just in front of the other line that shows it is a very, very tough percent, usually above 10%. Back in the breakaway, they're all still working well together. Anyone not taking turns? Not particularly. Perhaps that liquid gas rider, actually. Erzen is possibly not taking a turn, as they just went over that tough climb bit. We will reduce the simulation speed once we get closer to these hills and they're a bit more exciting. Here we have the first hill of hills. Erzen was possibly saving himself for here. Benim Girmay's name is also on the road. Peter Sagan, former world champion, his last year of professional sports for UAE Team Emirates on the front, helping to push the pace, giving UAE that exposure they need, because you know they don't get too much team exposure. Ha 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 ha. Over the first lot of climbs. One more small climb before the 3 large ones commence. Gap still 3 minutes, looks like everyone's still taking their turn quite nicely. 64 kilometers to go. Oh, we got up this climb once again. Jeez, how many times we got up this climb? Circuit race, yeah, probably, yeah, it's a circuity kind of race that I am completely unaware of. Interesting. Anyway, we're about to start the 3 big climbs of the day. Three-minute gap is what the breakaway still has. Still Peter Saga leading them down the hill. Dalby of Red Bull KTM quickly behind. Where is my Mapai squad? Small gaps happening on this descent. Ryan Gibbons dropping the wheel. Also, the likes of Magnia dropping the wheel. A few more gaps further up the climb. We see Lawrence Rex dropping the wheel there. Fucking hell. They should all come back together, but at the same time, come on, guys. Surely this is like riding 101. 2 riders at the back. Lawrence Rex and Andres Kron are trying to jump across from this back group to the front group. Let's just hope that my team's not in the back group, which they normally are, because my team sucks. Hey, Ericsson. Swedish national champion. Didn't see that before. I love a good flag like that. Just a plain flag jersey. Tricolour jerseys, greatest. Spanish tricolour national champ jersey. Ho, 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 ho. Looks like Josh Burnett's trying to pull these 2 bunches back together. At the front now, the peloton is about to start this climb here. Dimension Data, UAE, and Bahrain Victorious helping out at the front. Still Erzin on the front for the breakaway. Frona for Team China Glory finds himself at the front also. That China Glory jersey looking wonderful as always. All back together in the peloton. Will we see some shit happen on some of these other descents? Pace has now been increased by Gelders. Finlay Pickering, is he doing some fun? He's just trying to increase the pace, it looks like, for their leader. Wish I bought more climbers. 2 minutes 13 as they crest the first ascent. Peloton still has 2 minutes to catch up on this breakaway. Going down this descent, will we see some more gaps open up? We'll keep it on ×1 just to see what will happen. Maybe a gap forming over here. Maybe not. Myra Schmid, the Swiss national champion. Oh, beautiful jersey. I guess the real question is any jersey I don't like in this game. Perhaps some of the basic ones. Anyway, 1 minute 52. The gap is reducing to the breakaway. The second climb, major climb of the stage. It is tougher for longer, but the third climb has the steepest sections. And it looks like we are losing Harrison from the break. Well done to the rider from BT Pro Cycling. And the first rider from the peloton, Michael Riss, the Luxembourgish rider. He's been on the front all day. Well done to him. We see Dorian Godon of AG2R Le Mondial pushing the pace up the hill. That gap to the breakaway, only a minute now. Well done to the AG2R Le Mondial squad. Team Sky, just their like 2016, 2017 kit. Mika Landa wore that jersey, I know that much. Still having a minute over the top. There's still going to be some hard effort have to be put in by the peloton. Attila Volta now rolling to the front. Will be seen attacked by Volta. It looks like we are. Volta attacking into the descent, but not a good place to do it. We see Godon and Pickering straight onto his wheel. Everyone's in the super tuck position. Oh, splits occurring now. Alex Arenburu finds himself behind once again. Come on, someone's got to sprint across that gap, or else there's going to be a gap's going to open up. Alex Arenburu jumps onto the back of Luke Rowe. More riders out the back. Harrison goes straight through a lot of the Subco Anycolor. Some Chinese Glories riders. Josh Burnett, Stoneham, Araya, Peter Sagan. All riders who've been doing work on the front are being dropped from the peloton. Volta now still pushing the group up this climb. Red Bull KTM going for their puncher rather than Attila Volta. Only 4.8% now. We see AG2R back on the front of the peloton. The gap to the breakaway, 45 seconds now. More riders falling off the rear of the peloton. Who's got number 1? There's Wout van Aert, former Belgian champion in UAE colours. Doesn't look the greatest. Put him back in any other team. Anyway, there's only 30 seconds now to the breakaway as we see Drisners are taking over the top for BT Cycling. So you got Australian armbands on? Probably not. Anyway, Lescano and Wout van Aert find themselves the first two over the front. There's Mark Cavendish. Mark Cavendish for Team Sky is up near the front of the race. Well done to him. Maybe it is a day for him and he just wasn't listed in the favourites. Up the road, Erzen and Frona are dropped from the breakaway. Drisner's still out in front. 20 kilometres to go. I think the peloton's still going to mow them down. Biniam Girmay led out by Ryan Gibbons here with 20 kilometres to go as Lescano tries to launch an attack. Asgreen on his wheel, Vermeesch, Van Aert, Thijssen. It looks like this is the move to be in front. Just passed as... I'm just getting past now. Well done to him. Ben Herman's pulling... Who's Ben Herman's pulling up? Was Ben Herman's riding from south? Anyway, this group of 10 out in front is looking quite dangerous, of course. Lescano, Wout van Aert, Asgreen and Vermeesch. Asgreen, of course, having one domestic, the sprinter. Gib Thijssen. 50 seconds now back to the peloton. There's a counter-attack by Oliver Naesen of Red Bull KTM. Nikias Arndt, Maliki Schmid and Guillaume Boivin trying to make their way across to the front group. There is Eduardo Affini. Remember, Affini was listed in those favourites by PCM for the race. 13 kilometres to go. Riders being dropped from this front bunch. We say goodbye to Drisners, the last rider from the final breakaway. Nope, Thijs Ertz is still there from that original breakaway. And Van Tricht, Camp, lose it. Okay, all the original breakaway riders are gone. We are now just up to the favourites at the front. The peloton being led by Andreas Kron of Bora Hansgrohe. Wout van Aert is pushed a little bit on the scent, opening up a small gap. Thijssen closes it. Looks like AG2R. This is their race to lose. Asgreen just has to sit at the back. Casper Asgreen for Team AG2R Le Mondial. They're putting Thijssen on the front to push the pace. Wout van Aert is easily managing. Behind them, a group of 5 is chasing them down. The peloton now has caught them, but Vermeesch is leading them over the top of this last climb. This is the final climb before we get to the punchy finish. It's all come back together. The breakaway has set up. Wout van Aert has set up. It's all going to be 27 riders sprinting for the finish. A group of 8 further behind. Jeanette, Hofstetter, Porter, Bittner, Maliki. 33. They'll let it all happen, but Wout van Aert and Casper Asgreen are taking over the top. Zingel is countering what's happening in the peloton. Maxim van Giels is chasing them down. Looks like it is more of a day for the punchers. Zingel sits up. Van Giels has made the catch, but it's still Casper Asgreen, 3.3 kilometres to go. He has about a 30-second lead on this peloton. They're unorganised. No one's doing the chase making. Everyone's just kind of chasing willy-nilly. Wout van Aert in no man's land. Nikias Arndt passes Wout van Aert. They're not carrying on to Casper Asgreen. Asgreen looks like he's going to take it. No one is challenging him. Oliver Naesen moving up on the right-hand side. We see Corbin Strong now for Mapai GB, but at the front, Casper Asgreen, he is dying. As the peloton is sprinting behind him on the footpath, Andreas Kron, second place to Biniam Girmay. Kron in third, Magna in fourth. What an interesting finish. Mark Cavendish in fifth. There we are, Team Sky. Wasn't listed in the favourites, but he did well. Well, what an interesting race. Interesting race. Any big losers on the day? Yeah, this bunch here. Who's in this second bunch? Alex Sargent, Pistol, Swift, Valgren, Plep. What a shitty Australian jersey. Drisners, Tarling, Affini. Aaron Burrow's in the second bunch. Unlucky for him once again. Dion Smith, Scott, Pedersen, Bosenhagen, a lot of guys. Anyway, let's get through to the results. See Casper Asgreen with his victory for Decathlon AG2R Le Mondial. There we have it, that perfectly timed attack, and then the unfortunate sitting up off the peloton when they caught Wout van Aert. Casper Asgreen wins same time as the peloton. Biniam Girmay in second, Kron in third, Magna in fourth, Cavendish in fifth. Wout van Aert was thought of as the strongest man in the race, only coming in eighth. And GC, Decathlon, AG2R Le Mondial, well not GC, sorry, team classification, take that as well. Well, thank you for tuning in, people, for our Tour of Taiwan and Faun Drome Classic. Enjoy the rest of your evenings, mornings, whatever time zone you're in. For me, it is morning. Well, almost midday, I guess. But yeah. Corbin's wrong, 23rd. Unlucky, man. Oh well. Let's go down to 100 for this one, just because it's a one-day race. Now we have it 100th place. Actually, where did China Glory finish? That's what I will just check now. China Glory in 42nd. Let's just quickly go through all the teams. Okay, B&B 13th, Hugo Hofstetter, Edmondson 44th, 9th for Phil Bellhouse, Kron in 3rd, 7th for Garcia, 42nd China Glory, 1st for Asgreen, 6th for Gerben Theisen, 12th for Jordi Mayus, 43rd for HTC, not looking good, Liquid Gas 10th with Nikias Arndt, Lotto Destiny 11th, Florian Vermeesch, Mapai GB 23rd, another shitty result by me, Michelin Premier Tech 26th for Michelin Premier Tech, Netherlands Lottery 17th, Oike Lescano 16th, Red Bull KTM, Subco Anicolor 36th, 4th for Sudal Quickstep, I mentioned Data in 2nd, Kubate Sake in 14th with the Jeanette, well done to him. Alex Abreu missing out, Team Sky 5th with Mark Cavendish, the rest of the team 5 minutes back, Tudor Pro Cycling 65th with Belma, UAE Team Emirates 8th with Wout van Aert. Well, thanks for tuning in today. Like I said, enjoy the rest of your days. Ka-chow.
Rise, cutting my size, trying to make sense of it all comprised. Yeah, highs, spinning these skies. I'm stuck down, feeling paralyzed, but I'm up now. We all too late to fall. Yeah, anyone coming up, I left them all. Never look down when there's risk involved. I got guts, gotta learn, I gotta waste it all. Ain't got no feelings, we just floating. Yeah, I'm that grain of sand that made it out the ocean. A couple milli now, I'm causing a commotion. I've been coasting here, my